Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Kerry. I'm the Redhead reseller. I sell across eBay, Vinted and Etsy. We are doing a sales update today. As you can tell, we're back in this chair again. We are starting this week on £14,903.04. So not bad going so far. This is my sales update for up to the 26th of February. I think about 1 month we're in then. The end of Feb has definitely been a quiet one for me. Sales have really dropped off. The past 2 days I've not had a single sale at all. So that kind of sucks. But everyone's skin, I keep watching all the videos and everyone's saying that February is worse than January. Feb has been worse than January, but it's still been good overall, apart from the last few days. Obviously, we're on the 26th, everyone gets paid in like a day or two, so oh well, it is what it is. But I've still got sales to go through, which is good. We have heard that Depop has been bought out by eBay, so that's going to be interesting. I use Depop. I'm still yet to sell a single thing on Depop at all. And I've probably had Depop running now for about 2 months, if not longer actually. It was last year I set it up. So I don't hold out any hope for Depop in the future, but we'll see what eBay does with it and see if any sales start coming in with it. People always put offers in and then no one ever buys anything, so yeah. Right, so we will go with the Etsy sales first because there's only one sale and it's only very small. This was me trying to get rid of 2024 stock still. I sold this tape. It cost me a whole 50p and it's been sat in a box for so long I sold it for £2. So not much profit made with it, but it's gone. That's everything for Etsy at the moment. Etsy's been pretty quiet as well, but I haven't really done much with Etsy. I do need to get back on top of it all. I've just been really lazy with Etsy and Vinted, so it explains with the sales, to be honest. I then got a couple on Vinted. So I sold these zoo figures. They cost me 10p from a charity shop this year at some point. I sold them for £3.50. They didn't obviously make much, a whole £3.40 profit, but it brings down my total overall bundle price down of what it did originally cost me. So that, you know, that's usually why I buy bits like this. These IKEA tins I bought from a car boot last year for £1.50. They sold for £12, so that's not bad when it's no fees. I got fed up of trying to sell my old clothes individually. They were doing my head in. They were just taking up so much room in the unit. So I just did 3 bundles. I did a small and medium bundle. No, I didn't. I did an extra small and small bundle. I did a medium and large bundle. I did an extra large and over bundle. Just to get rid of them. They went within the same day. There was probably about between 10 and 20 items in each bundle. One sold for £7, one sold for £3, one sold for £8. It's just my personal clothes that have gone, so at some point obviously they cost me money, but they were all second-hand items when I bought them anyway, so that's fair enough. The extra large ones were never mine. They were just random stuff that I've somehow ended up with over time, but they're gone. I then took a load of other stuff to the charity shop because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I was going to do a car boot last weekend, and the weather was, it was dry, but it was really, really windy. I just thought, no, I just don't want to deal with this at all. So I just didn't. So I went to the charity shop instead. I then got these teddies. Overall, they cost me about £2 for all of them. This was this year as well. Again, it was just to bring down the bundle price a little bit. So I sold 3 of them for £2.60, which puts me in profit straight away. Not by much, but it does. And then I sold this bundle of 4 today for £4. So from £2 to £6.60, it brings down the overall price down. I'm pretty sure the actual bundle itself of everything I bought didn't cost me anything more than that anyway, and if it did, it wasn't much. So I really brought the price down. Right, so that's everything for Vinted as well. Like I said, I really need to get back on top of both of them. But I have also got a new business idea that I'm going to be playing with as well. So we shall see what Vinted has to hold in the future, because it's going to be changing. But anyway, moving on. eBay sales. We first of all sold this stamp. It was at my £10 bundle, so it cost me about 10p, if that. It sold for £10, so that's fantastic. I then bought these Build-A-Bear plushes last year. Oh god, mid last year at the very latest. So they've hung around for ages. The voice boxes don't work properly in them anymore. They cost me £4. I sold them for £12.59. They're gone, and they were taking up a bit of room, so thank god they're gone. This pressure monitor was my dad's, so it didn't cost me anything. It sold for £6.99. This blazer cost me £1.50, and I sold it for £10. This Mr. Wobbly teddy toy rather, cost me 50p. It sold for £5.99. This Barber shirt, bought it for 50p. It sold for £6. This My Little Pony set cost me £3 for the big bundle of them. I sold that for £20.69. They are vintage, so it's fine. You know, I'm happy with that. This candle cost me 50p. Someone put an offer in and paid for it when I accepted the offer. Then within minutes, apparently, they ordered by mistake. You know, the one that really annoys all of us eBay sellers, ordered by mistake. How do you put an offer in and pay for the item by mistake? So I wasn't impressed. So it got cancelled, and then the next day it resold for full price. So I find that's usually what happens. Someone puts a cancellation in on an offer, and then it usually sells full price quite quickly. So this one sold for £31.49. This fly sheet cost me £1 from the tip shop, and it's for camping. It's for your tent, but the guy got in touch with me because I had it up for 65, I think. The guy got in touch with me and said that he works for Scouts, and they actually make bag covers out of these fly sheets. So it wasn't even going to be used for what it was meant to be for. So he put an offer in for £50, just said that's our limit, and I was like, it's perfectly fine. I paid £1 for it, so £50, happily take that from £1. So that's sold, and he's happy with it. I then got this Raging Bull jumper for £1. That was sold for £22.49, so that went pretty quick. This Wentworth puzzle went even quicker. Cost me 50p in the tip shop, sold it for £24.99. This Eddie shirt cost me 50p, sold it for £5. This is me getting rid of all the stock. This camera, bought it for £3, sold it for £6. Again, it's me getting rid of all the stock. Just glad that it's gone. These Converse, I hung around for a while, but I only paid £1 for them, and they didn't take up much room because they were small. And I sold them for 24 quid. So I'm quite happy with that. It's weird because a lot of this stock is old stock, and like they always say, if you touch it, it sells. So if you want to sell something, touch it, because it really does tend to sell. I've had that quite a few times this year. I then got this Boo Boo Bear. It's a vintage bear. It cost me £1.30, and I sold it for £13.99. I then got this font writer for £5. Oh my god, when did I get this? This would have been like a year ago, at the very least, I think. It cost me £5. It does work, and I sold it for £29.99. And then this pop-up Winnie, it was losing its colour. I bought it for 50p, and I sold it for £9.99. That is everything for my sales. Yeah, I told you it's been a pretty quiet one, to be honest, which I'm a bit gutted about, but bring on March for it to start getting busier again, because it's really needed. Okay, so we have been shopping, and we've bought a couple of bits and pieces. I don't know how much I spent altogether. For about £60 or £70, I think, across everything that I bought. So yeah, that's got to come back onto my total, but after I've taken off what I've what sales I've made, the stock I've bought, and any fees, we are now down to £14,684.17. Hopefully we get under the £13,000 mark in March. That is my beautiful aim. So let's see if we can do it. Until the next one, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see all of you again very soon. Bye!